Father Juan Severino Mallari. Even today, the name sends shivers down the spines of those familiar with Philippine history. He was a man of God, sworn to uphold the sanctity of life, yet he became a monstrous contradiction, a priest who brought not salvation but death. His story is a chilling reminder that darkness can lurk beneath the most pious facades. It's a tale of betrayal, of power corrupted, and of the thin veil that separates faith from fanaticism. Mallari's early life held no premonitions of the horror he would unleash. Born in Pampanga in the late 18th century, he was a gifted student. He excelled in his studies, displaying a sharp mind and an affinity for languages. He entered the priesthood, drawn, it seemed, by a genuine desire to serve God. He rose through the ranks, gaining a reputation for his intellect and charisma. No one suspected the darkness that festered within. Mallari's crimes were as heinous as they were numerous. It began subtly, a string of unexplained deaths in his parish. Whispers circulated about a curse, a malevolent force preying on the community, but the truth was far more sinister. Mallari, it turned out, was poisoning his parishioners. Driven by a twisted sense of justice, fueled by paranoia and delusions of grandeur, he had taken it upon himself to deliver God's judgment. For years, Mallari operated under a cloak of piety, but whispers of his crimes began to surface. People noticed the pattern of deaths, the victims often those who had recently crossed the priest. His sermons, once inspiring, took on a menacing tone, laced with threats of damnation. Fear gripped the community, but no one dared to accuse a man of God. Mallari's reign of terror finally ended when a courageous individual stepped forward. A local physician, suspicious of the deaths, conducted an autopsy on one of the victims. The results were undeniable: poison. Mallari was arrested, his charade shattered. The evidence against him was overwhelming. His trial sent shockwaves through the colony. A priest, a supposed man of God, unmasked as a cold-blooded killer. Mallari's trial was swift. The verdict a foregone conclusion. He was found guilty and sentenced to death. Even facing his own mortality, he remained defiant, showing little remorse for his actions. His execution was a public spectacle, a cathartic release for a community terrorized for years. But his death did little to erase the scars he had left on the Filipino psyche. Mallari's story remains a chilling reminder of the potential for evil to masquerade as righteousness. It is a stark illustration of the dangers of unchecked power and the corrupting influence of fanaticism. His tale serves as a cautionary reminder that even those who claim to be closest to God can succumb to the darkest impulses of the human heart. Centuries after his death, Mallari's story continues to fascinate and horrify. His name has become synonymous with treachery and hypocrisy. His tale serves as a chilling reminder of the fragility of faith and the enduring power of evil. The chilling tale of Father Juan Severino Mallari is a dark chapter in Philippine history. It is a story that continues to resonate, reminding us that darkness can lurk in the most unexpected places, even within the supposed sanctity of the Church.